All I can do is add the numbers. 7 billion people in the world. Apparently at 6.66 billion divided by the 9 lives of the cat brings you to 7.4 dog day afternoon, to a 7.4 diamond size. If we revert the 7.4 into the calculator and shift it to the left side, because somehow we have something in our body too much. 6.66 divided by 9 equals 7.4 times 6.66 equals, whoop, that's not supposed to happen. 6.66 divided by 7 equals, that's not supposed to happen either. 6.66 times 9 equals 5994. 5994, okay, is the sun within Jupiter. 5 and 4 is 9. Now, it's not supposed to happen. So when you go 666 divided by 7, it equals to 95142,857. Now, I have no idea what that is. But take away 9, 5, and 1, they're all aces. 4, 2, and 8, there's no aces. 5 and 7 is the gateway. From all aces to no aces to the gateway. 4, 2 equals to the reality of 5 and 9, because the numerological count for 5 and 9 is 42. 85 is a gateway, okay? It's a movement. It's silver. It's something to do with silver. And inside money, in French, it says silver. So far, I've done nothing right now. Just wanted to if we don't bring certain things out, 7 billion people in the world, and if we don't think about certain things, 4 balls fills 1 base. 8 balls fills 2 bases. 12 balls, you come back to father and mother, fills 3 bases. 3 strikes is 1 out. 6 strikes is 2 outs. But the minute you get 6 strikes, you've already thrown 6 balls. So when you get 6 strikes, you also have 6 balls. So you count them both. A strike, you always count the ball, but with the ball, you don't have to count a strike. When we get 12 balls, the bases are loaded, 4 more balls, the lights come up, and the run comes in. The 17th pitch continues the inning. If it's an out, then the 17th, 18th, 19th ends the inning with 1 run scored, 3 runs on base, and 3 men out. The spirit has created Utah. Because when you put 3 outs, 3 next to O-U-T, it becomes 30 U-T, which becomes Utah. U and T. 21 the cube in the 20 world. 20 and 21 is 69 rotation. Add 6, 20 and 21 equals 41 and 6. It also brings you to the Mediterranean, because in Monopoly, when you have 2 dice, you cannot get the Mediterranean until you come around to go again. So you start on 1, you go 40, makes it 41, or you go 40, makes it 40 on go, and then 1 to the Mediterranean is 41, 42. We're always adding 1 because of the place we stand. We came into this world, and it's not because of our sperm and not because of my egg. It's because of your egg and somebody else, because Abba and Ima brought that egg into the world. Utah becomes 47. 7 times 5, 7 plus 5 equals 35 and 12, 47. Mississippi, 13 and 9 is 22, brings me life. 38 brings me to church. I brings me life. S and S brings me the church. I brings me life. 32 brings me the gateway. So I need 2 lives before I hit the gateway, before I come into life again. 6 and 9, if you want to calculate this, every I you get is 36 for creation. Every time you get an I, it becomes 69, 69, 69, 180, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 60 is 240. 240 is 10 days, 24 hours, and 36, 276. 27 red and 6 man. Man comes in, 3 by 9 is 27. Rotation. 13, 22, and 38, 60, and 9, 69, 79, 89, 99, and 8, 107, Jesus Christ. M, miss, is, Jesus Christ. 108, 107, is that what I said? 107 and 9 is 116, and 32 is 148, 157. In the year 5775, the spirit fits the gateway between Mars and the Queen, between H and A. Why? Because when 7 meets 1 in the piano, you actually have G and H, the gateway, the high gateway. This is what it is. 919, birth and spirit. 916, the spirit light. But 916 is just like 9 and 7, 63. 919 is just the reverse of 616 because 19, okay, is the same thing as 16. This becomes 19. 1 times 9, 1 plus 9 equals 25. 2 times 5, 2 plus 5 equals 10 and 7. 10 becomes 16 and 7 becomes 23 creation. 19 reverts to 16. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals 6 and 7. 13. 7 times 6 is 42 and 13 is 55. 5 and 5 is 10. 0 gets 6 equals 16. Back to 7 again. Okay, that part is over. That little part is over. $26, game, card, dog, queen, theft. 6 by 8 is 48. 6 plus 8 is 14 equals 62. 28, 56, 20. 26, 32, 37, 47, 57, 65. This says F all itself. Anyways, I don't even like what I'm doing right now. 57, 75. If you put 5 by 7 and 5 by 7 on each side next to each other, it becomes 70. Does it become 70? Are you sure? It's Resh. Resh is made up with the letters H and A, 1 and 8. This is the R or the arch because H is present within R. 35 and 12 is 47. 47 is 94, the birth in Mars. 3 and 5 is 8, becomes 68. The cat has been born in our head. 68, 78, 88, 98, and 5, 103. We have been born to Mercury and born to Mercury. 103 becomes 163 and 163. 160 and 160 is 320, becomes 326. The dogs have been born to the 78 gateway. 3 by 26 is 78. 3 by 2 is 6. 3 by 6 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. Now you have creation of 6. 5 and 2 is 7. 5 and 5 is 5. 5 and 8 is 13. 7 and 0. 0 becomes 6. 7 and 3. 7 and 6. We're going for 7, 10, and 13 worlds. This one is 9. This one gets 6. We have 6, 3, 3, 6. Becomes 27, 27, the number of the sun. This, what happens to this? We have to make a continuation. We go 2, 5, 8, 8, 5, 2. That's how we find the middle in this. I don't have to do it to this one because it becomes 6, 3, 6. Becomes 15 and 21, 36, O and U. And O and U is O is the 21st letter, and it's present in the C position. O is the 15th letter and present in the 6th position, 3 and 6. How does that work out into pi? First, we have to understand there's many facets to work. I work the 3-1-3 piano rotation, and where you go A, B, C, and then you get 5. And then you get A, B, C, and then you get 5. And then you get A, B, C, and then you get 9. And then you get A, B, C, and then you get 2. This is what happens in the first 50 numbers in pi. In the first 50 numbers in pi, and I really don't like this video so far, but I do like Fred Penner. I can match everything up to temperature, understanding that 32 Fahrenheit is a reality of 0 in temperature. So this one will say the gateway to each and every time you see a 0. If we understood it in Celsius, it would say a passageway to the other side, because 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 is 2 and 3 or 3 and 2. 3 times 2, 3 plus 2 is 11. 23 and 11 is 34. 32 and 11 is 43. Barack Obama and JFK. You know how it sets in? 2 and 15. 2 and 15 is B and O in Monopoly. And guess what? It's the 26th number in reality. But the other way, it's the 15th number. But if you count go, it becomes the 16th number. So if you count the reality of going the first way, it becomes 25 and 15 equals to 40. Are you following me, or am I too fast? 3.14, we're going to do a few numbers in pi. The first number, forget about the 3, 6, 9, 12. 12, 21, and 6. equals to a total of 27. This will equal to 23. Your 9 birth and your DNA rotation of 69. 6 and 1 is 7, 9 and 1 is 10, 12 and 1 is 13. The total, 7, 27, 17, 27, 30. Your total is 30. I'm only going to add 1, 3 and 1, because it takes the same one to make the 3 realities. 27 and 1 connects the first one, connects the moon, and connects your birth, your creation. 1 for 1 is an exchange. It's the top one of 9. In 5, there's 4 corners and 1 in the middle. We light a light with 1 candle in the center, lighting 4 candles, and then we have 4 candles lit to 1 light. 3, 7, 6, 4, 9, 4. Total 18 plus 4, 22. Gives us life in 3, 6, and 9. Number 1, we get 6, we get 9, we get 12, 21, 27, we get 1. Same as the first one. Number 4 in pi. And don't forget, 1, 4, and 1, 5 equal to this 29. And below 3, on the other side of 3, is 2.9. And then 3. 1 and 5 equals to 6. 1 and 4 equals to 5. So these two numbers over here will recreate this. And it's 1 and 3, which creates the 4. So if you want to create the 4, 7 times 2 is 14. 5 times 3 is 15. Now, I shouldn't even talk about this because they're anterior calculations, so we're going to leave that out. Let's just continue on. When you get to 9, 9 becomes 2, 8 becomes 1, 7 becomes 0, 210. 20 numbers, when you count it up, it's 210. 102 is Valentine's Day when you're playing blackjack. And the word Valentine is 102, creates 162 or 216, which is 9 days of 24 hours and 1 day for God. We'll count the creator later because he's the part of the 3 point. We go to number 5, it's 258. 258 runs in the center. Okay, don't forget it's all numerological systems, but all the numbers are always the same. Even in low shoe numbers, all the numbers always run the same. 5 usually seems to be always in the center. If there's something different, I'll find its reality. 9 becomes 12. 12 and 9 is 21. But this is 9. We must add 7 to bring 16 to the light of birth, the passage light. But in reality, it's -2 because the gateway of the B world took Abba and Ima to create it. 2 and 1. The cube is within the game. If we create this to 2 and 1, -2 will go to temperature if you want, +7 or -2. If we go to -2 in temperature, 2 and 2 is 4. Take 32 becomes 28. 28 and 0.4 is 28.4. Is the moon in the delta angle, means on the left side. 4, 5, take away 2 equals to 3, plus 9 equals to 12. The reality of 9 equals to 12, 21. We come in here because of the cube. The body is already here. They make the body. We add the communication to it. 2, 5 is 7. 2, 8 is 10. 11 and 2 is 13. 11 and 8 is 19 and 5, 24. This is the cat in the hat. Comes in 2, 2, 5, 8 is the center right over here. Whatever's in the center here is going to create our numbers. The reality of this number over here is 19, 24, and 2 is 26. The Venus world connecting into Saturn. Now the Venus world connects into Saturn a little bit differently in low shu. The 2, 6 that you see over here are not in these positions. Should I turn it upside down? No, that's, you see everything is wrong with the calculator. I need the phone, but anyways, we're not going to go to low shu. 6 is perfect. 1, 4, and 7 equals 12 and 6, 18. L and F, creation of R. 6, 6, 6, and 6, 6, 6 create the 7, 10, and 13 world. 30 becomes 36. 15 and 5 is 20. 3, 4, 3, 7, 3, 10. 21. Right? But no, not 21, because 10 has to get the light because of creation. Same 3. We need the light passage. Becomes 16. Plus 7 is 23. Plus 4 is 27. Plus 3 is 30. If you want to add it again, the 3 again, be 33, and add again, 36. Here we have 30 all in its own by just adding the first 3. The other ones are automatic. He says 30 will get a 0, becomes 6. So if we want to understand how pi connects, we have to follow these numbers in rotation. And wherever these numbers start to repeat themselves, and these numbers do the same thing. Because it doesn't matter, give me any number. If you give me number 1, okay, no matter where you give me number 1, it doesn't matter where it is, okay, it will always say the same thing. So if you go 1, 4, and 7, will always tell you these numbers. If I put a 4 over here, I get 3, 6, 9. If I get a 1 over here, I get 3, 6, 9. If I get a 7 over here, that's where the difference comes in. The gateway is the difference. I get a 0. 0 equals 6. I get 6, 3, 6. 6, 3, 6 equals to 15, and 7, 22 comes into life. 6 and 9, and 3 and 6 is 9. All zeros equal 6. But if I go to the left side, and I'm assuming this would be the left side, if I had to go front, right, and center, right, the left side, I always count as a minus side, okay? So over here to the left side, I'll minus 4. But to the right side, I'll add 6, because 4 is a 0. 6 counts the center dots as half and half. I went halfway down to create it, this way and this way. But 4 is nothing until it meets its maker. And all we need is the one spirit within 4. These two over here. See 4? This is 360 degrees. So 4 equals 360 degrees. 4 by 9 is 360. So it counts for everything. So we make it 0. Should I do it that way? Or should I just call 4, 9? Call 4, 9. Call 0, 6. If I called 4, 9, then 0 equals 6. If 4 equaled 9 and 0 equals 6, then the difference here is 5. So I'm not sure what to do with this because the ace is present in the 9. The 4 is present in the 9 and the 4 is present in the 6. There's a 4 here. There's 3 4s on this dice. Here's 1 4. Here's 2 4s. And the third 4 is here. There's 3 4s on this dice. Don't count here because this one is broken up to what's on the outside, 1.25 or 0.25. Okay, this is 4.25 if you want to look at it another way, which would be the bed of the bad cat. I'll call it the clam. And this one is dirty. You're going to have to color it in a little bit. Okay, there's your, this one shows half and half from here up and from here down. Is this 180 degrees from up here to down here? If it is, this is 90. If this would be 90 to here and 90 to here. I always looked at this whole thing as 90 and counted this for 45. There's 2 angles. There's 90 degrees, there's 45 degrees. That's it. Otherwise, you're upside down. Little things to look out for. When it comes down to this one over here, this is a big number when it comes to the Mayans, these 3 combinations in a row. This becomes the church. This over here, I call it the time heaven of the Rothschilds. This is H and I birth. This is the electricity. This one over here is the ace. 3, 1, and 5 says ace cat. Now I know I'm just throwing things all around. I'm just throwing things all around. Time heaven. And here, this is the Mayan calendar. This is our day schedule. This is 288 times 1.25. Now, I don't know what it means yet. I don't. 1971. I don't know what this means, but I know it has a great meaning. These numbers over here. This is the sky. This is the sky over here. The C and the I together equal to 12. It says ciel, okay, which means to see her or to see the sky. It also stands for the 10 in Saturn, and it's your 10 in Saturn, the 10-10 connection in Saturn over here. And the number that comes down as the 4th number is 9 and 1, 4, 1, and 9. That one becomes 6 and 4, becomes Zion, Israel, right over here. Then 1 and 9 becomes the spirit of artificial intelligence in this combination. But the only thing that you're ever going to see, okay, is where the rotation is 369, 369, 369, 258, 714, 258, 147, 258, 147, 258, 258, 147. Bingo, a difference. 714, 417, 528, 417, 528, 369, 147. That's all it repeats. So once you see what's working over here in these numbers, you can understand these numbers over here. The difference is when you hit 7, 8, and 9. And 7, 8, and 9, 9 equals -2, 8 equals -1, 7 equals 0 equals 6. This reality becomes 216. 216 is 216 hours, giving us 9 days plus 24 hours. 4 hours, and 9 lives of the cat. That's what happens inside here. 21 is the cube. 12 is her. This says EA. If this says EA and this says A, this one will have to say, because it's an 8, it's second level. This is one gateway, all we need, but this way needs a gateway for 2 levels of the 3 ways of birth from one world and divided into this world. I think that our mind is not proper. I think maybe we should have something in the back of our head and something in the front of our head instead of being divided. I think what's divided is right over here. Raphael, and just a little bit all over the place. Like I said, 7 billion people in the world. One person gets an idea and shares it. With the goodness of our heart between 7 billion people, imagine tomorrow that from the sky falls food forever. Food forever comes from the sky and we don't have to leave. And the water, and it rains, and we collect the water outside. And nobody has to go to work. Who brings judgment? You and your brother, and your sister, and your mother, and your friends, you're all playing games. We're no longer running after the water, after the money. We don't run after the money, and nobody's running after us. And then all of a sudden, wait a second, we're supposed to go on vacation, but the planes don't fly because all the pilots are at home. And then the children who went off to war, they went all home. And those at war are fighting who? Because nobody's there. So then there's no more news on the TV because nobody's there. So all of a sudden, what happens? Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Once we're hand in hand in the truth, and 90% of the people that have no money and 10% of the people go out, we won't see that 10% of the people anymore. Because in the news, and our children who are looking for money, and we're looking to buy that boat and new house and spend, 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 because we're high on life, is what's taking us down. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Where do the numbers come from? Hand delivered from the sky. They put me away for 2 months. They couldn't figure out what was wrong. All they wanted me to do was stop. Stop writing. Stop writing, they told me. What are you writing for? You want to get out? Stop writing. I never stopped. And here I am. Thank you for watching.